This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Coming up, we'll drink and toast to the weekend with a shot of the day. Then it's Bad Choice Friday time.
Always Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. Always Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Shame on. And today we have an April Fool's Day inspired Bad Choice Friday featuring the Doobie Brothers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I looked up the lyrics. Now I'm going to be that guy that knows Michael McDonald.
What a fool believes. Get it? April Fool's Day. Doobie Brothers are taking on Foghat. Here's how you vote on Bad Choice Friday. Just follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live. The poll is up. Get voting now. There's one of those two tunes coming up in just a few minutes as we drink and toast in the weekend with a shot of the day on a Bad Choice Friday. On our question, good or bad, what did you not think was going to happen that day? And here come those emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
Start with a couple from today's question. Hola, gentlemen. It was my birthday, and we decided to go to the bar. And as for birthdays at a bar, everyone's buying you drinks, so drunk me decides it's a good idea to do the Running Man to that LMFAO song.
Nice.
Apparently, I did pretty good, but when I sat back down at the table, didn't feel so well. Proceeded to projectile vomit all over the table. Me and my party were then kicked out of the bar. My wife, then girlfriend, took me back to our place, put me in the shower, where I apparently sang Hey Jude for about an hour before passing out in there, in the shower. Fun times. Rock and LARP on, bitches. That from Justin.
Justin, my man, that is a solid drink at night.
Yes, it is.
Dancing, now you're singing in the shower.
Oh, the guy's epic first date. I have a cool car, asked out a pet shop person to go for a ride. We went out the next day, went to a bar, chatted, ended up having relations in a random neighborhood on the way home, and then more relations when we got back to my place. I had warm beer in my trunk, and she was totally down with that. Coolest chick ever. Thanks, guys. That from Jerry. All right. Fellas, because
that sounded bad.
I'm too chicken to call in my 25th birthday. I go out with a bunch of friends at a karaoke bar in Auburn that in 2006 was predominantly Caucasian as far as the bar. Usually a country bar, I guess. A super nice and attractive black man offered to buy me a shot for my birthday.
You're welcome.
Hours later, we're all leaving, and I see this black dude outside smoking a cig.
Sounds like me so far.
So I stumble up to him. Steve's always at country karaoke places.
Yes. Damn right.
That's his secret.
I stumble up to him and thank him again for that shot. Only to find out I was thanking the wrong guy.
Oh, no.
Well, the next thing I know...
What are you saying?
Yeah. Well, the next thing I know, his girlfriend goes off on me, saying her man never bought me a damn thing. Well, I adamantly and drunkenly tell her, he sure did. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground laughing as this chick is whooping my ass over me thanking the wrong guy. My brother and his friends had to pull her off me because I was getting the F beat out of me. My eyesight may have been wrong, but my manners were right. Cheers, guys. That from Suzanne.
Damn, Suzanne.
Man, Suzanne, I love you, but that's bad.
Good times.
Got your ass beat.
There he is.
Hey, brother.
Hey, black people do listen to country music.
On to the birthday request. Hola, fellas. My son and I listen to your show all the way down here in San Diego and always get some good laughs. So for his 14th birthday, can he get a your penis is too small? And then Coach Ted talking to him about becoming a man. Thanks again, guys, for everything you do. That from Manuel.
How old is he? 14?
14 years old.
All right. You're becoming a man. First of all, always respect your parents, no matter how old you get. Second of all, You're going to have to punch your dad. I mean, you're 14 now. You're going to have to set a tone.
Set a tone, yeah.
Set a tone. Coach is just playing with you. Don't punch your dad because, frankly, I don't know how to explain it. Dads are oddly strong. And he'll punch, like...
They're waiting for that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, man, you know what? You really want to be a man? Stand up for yourself. Don't hit first. Hit back. Mm-hmm. Don't be mean to women.
There you go. Good advice, Coach.
That's exactly what I told my kids. Someone puts their hands on you, you beat their ass. If I find out you beat their ass and they don't put their hands on you, you got a problem.
I'm going to beat your ass.
That was the rule in my house.
It's the same thing, like, don't come home.
All the gentlemen, I want to send a message to wish my April Fool birthday best friend Bethany a very happy birthday to celebrate her 26 years around the sun. How about a big old bong rip? And the Dirty Germans talking about how it sucks to be allergic to corn and dairy. Thanks for all you do, guys. That's from Tom. That's a weird combination, corn and dairy.
Yeah, first of all, you'll never get to enjoy any of that delicious cornbread from the buttered biscuit we were talking about.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not allergic to dairy, so I shall be suckling.
Yeah, says the man who's farting over there.
Yeah, there's that.
All right. I guess the worst part is, well, you know, you've never had the corn, so you don't know how it tastes, but it's a
wrote
secret.
tonight.
It's called cream corn.
Yeah.
Are you bringing the corn or the cream?
Yes. Yeah. How do you say yes in German?
Yeah? Is it yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey there, you amazing MFers. Today is my large and in charge.
greeting.
What do you mean?
You guys always open it up with ja. I just figured.
Yeah, we're creepy. It's like saying yes.
But that's how you say yes in German is ja.
Well,
we never say these are good impressions. People always say they're like, dude, I heard your impression of German. It's terrible. Like, yeah.
yeah, we know.
Right. It's a part of the joke. You ever heard him do Nick Cage?
What are you talking about?
Guys, today is my large...
We should do that one day. Let's just run through the list of bad impressions we do.
Today is my large and in charge boyfriend Alex's Dirty 30. It would be the absolute highlight of all 3 decades if he could hear some green beans. And Coach Ted, please help this newly old guy get some advice on how to avoid premature midlife crisis. Thanks so much for being the most amazing bitches on the radio. You guys are awesome. That from Ducky Bunny Susan.
Green bean. Green bean. What? Green bean. Okay.
Premature midlife crisis. Son, you're 30. All right, listen to Coach here. The only thing you should be worried about premature is premature
Ejaculation.
right. You still have a lot of lead in the pencil. You're 30, man. You already turned 30 today. You're probably already bored. You can still go out and live your life. 10 years from now, sure. That's a weird one. But you're 30. Get it together. So, I mean, God, you know.
Wait a decade to buy that Harley.
So old, I'm 30.
I'm so old. I know. Sometimes you see a player down in the dumps and you want to pick him up, and then sometimes you push him back down.
Right. I will say this, amazing how fast 30 goes to 50. That is stepping on the gas on that one. All the Bachellas, I'm a lucky man, married to my beautiful wife for 21 years, and lucked out that today also happens to be her birthday. 2 for 1, if you know. So could you wish Natalie a happy birthday and anniversary with a fish sandwich melody and a no look out? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. That from Paul.
Can I get a
fillet of fish sandwich?
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I'll order a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side.
Yeah.
I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon. And at night.
I'll buy you a fish sandwich. So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Gentlemen, today is my fiance Avery's birthday. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, but she keeps me around anyway. I was hoping you guys could help us celebrate with you all talking over each other about how the Kraken are going to win the cup next year. I love you, Avery, and thanks, fellas. That from Zach.
Zach, I like your
what's going to happen.
I'm wearing a shirt.
Lots more this year. Should be coming this way.
I'm not saying they can make that big of a turnaround.
I think
You know,
Kraken
every
fans need to learn
sometimes the team
tonight, right?
probably does
Take
wear a
some
cup.
fun,
but man,
hockey.
how
That's a
often
good
does that
thing. Protect your Jimmy. Guys, I want to give a birthday shout out to my beautiful wife, April, turning 31 today. I emailed you guys on her birthday in 2019 talking about how great of a mom she is to our 5 boys. Well, now she's even better since she gave me a baby girl. So can I get a fish sandwich and the Dirty Germans telling what we can expect for her birthday? Thanks, guys, and love the show and rock on. That from Sayre, Oklahoma, and
Fillet
Tyler.
of fish sandwich.
No, it seems to me, based on the fact that you have 6 children, the thing you can expect for your birthday is more of the sexy time. Although you might consider protection.
Yeah, maybe he's, going about it in a way that doesn't produce children.
Yeah, that is correct. Of the 3, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Meatloaf said.
Yeah. That is what he said.
Now we know what he was talking about.
Tyler, is it normal in Oklahoma to go in and ask for a table for 8 so your family can eat? Right away, you got to pay more on the tip because they'll probably put the tip in.
Oh, right, the gratuity thing,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, you're sitting down.
Parties of 6 or more.
No, man. I'm just saying.
I can't imagine they go out
It's
that
not a
often.
party.
I was
It's
going to say, there's no way.
I would tell, it's not a party. This is dinner. It's family.
Like, it's my family.
Right. Trust me, this is not a party. Just saying.
I was sitting somewhere a few months ago. There was only 3 of us.
5 boys.
And there was like a family like that with like 7 or 8 people. And they sat us at the wrong table. And they brought over the menus. I was like, hey, there's no way the 3 of us should be sitting here. Like, I'm pretty sure that's where they were like, oh, yep, you're right. I was like,
Were you in Bend, Oregon?
I was not.
Okay, because that's where I saw people.
You keep saying that. I mean, now granted, I saw some kids and families at Crux. But I was at Bend, man. We were just living it up.
Yeah, you were downtown at brew pub. See, I was not at brew pubs. I was with my kids.
Oh. Well, that explains
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Gentlemen, my friend Kyra, 2 kids, celebrates her birthday today. So for her, let's go ahead and get a big old bong rip and a barbershop face sandwich. Liquor and Whores, guys, from Dennis.
Can I get a fish sandwich? Oh, you know I gotta eat right. Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? You put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
Guys, I'd like to give a shout out to our son Nathan, pronounced the Crab Daddy. It's his 33rd trip around the sun. He is an awesome guy, and we're proud of him. If you could, give him a big old bong rip, a happy Chinooka, and the Dirty Germans on what it's like to be the Crab Daddy. Love from Mama and OGB.
Happy Chinooka.
Yeah, I was once a crab daddy as well. I was about the age of 21 years old. I can only imagine that you're quite itchy, embarrassed, and hope there's not a price check on the rid.
Yeah, it's the best part about being the crab daddy is you can crack them open, eat the legs. Sometimes I use a little hammer and bring it in, make it very exciting.
Don't hurt him, Hammer.
Do you wear a bib?
She wears a bib. It's over her eyelids. It's not good when Mike gives the Germans a look.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Just trying to take that visual in.
Yeah, well, it's the old bake. It sting her eyes.
Yeah.
All the Bacholas, it's my husband Eric's 37th birthday. He absolutely loves your show to the point where it's also constantly playing in my car. Yay. He would love a happy Chinooka, a fish sandwich, and the Germans talking about drunken fishing and hookers. Love Butt Nuggy.
Happy Chinooka. Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
It says Love Butt Nuggy.
Yeah, I thought that going fishing was the same as getting hookers. Does it mean something else?
Yeah, well, it's a boat better when you're drunk.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I'll visit the man in the boat.
Guys, today is my dad's 38th birthday and my 18th birthday. I'm emailing in to shout out my dad like he did on my 10th birthday. God almighty, we've been here a while. Can I get Turtle Wax and the Dirty Germans, please? Not a joke, guys. That from Christian.
Yeah, Christian, if you want to have a very good birthday, do everything that is not your name.
Yeah, don't forget your bib.
Oh, God.
We should start handing them out like Red Fest.
Yeah.
I bibs.
Yeah. It's like a goggle, except you can't see through them.
And finally, on the birthday request, Ola Bacholas, it's the big 40th for our cuz, Julie.
Ooh.
If you would be so kind, you guys make it special with some green beans and the Dirty Germans talking about what your 40s has to offer. Happy birthday, Julie. Love the fam.
Green beans, green beans, green beans.
Yeah, if you do your 40s right, you'll earn the nickname Drooly Julie.
Yeah, except that's not drool.
Back to the bib. Back to the bib.
Were you eating yogurt earlier?
Oh, man.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Thank you, Alvin. We appreciate it. Okay, let's see here.
Why
Coming
they
up
send
in
an email called the Crab Daddy? There's something I can do.
coming up in just a couple of minutes, we will drink a toast with a shout today. But first, I think it's time that we go. Oh God, did I just really do that? Yes, I did, because I'm a moron.
Crab Daddy.
I think it's time that we go. Come on, mother.
You all right there?
My box just exploded.
All right, I got
Time to go back.
Yeah.
Time to go back in time. The last time we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time.
I sail a ship to shoreline and surely shift as I sit and surely sit as I shift. That's where a dunce can't cut blunt cans. Blunt cans can't cut dunce. Then I see Ryan Castle below me. Then I love to watch Ryan Castle below me.
3 times fast.
I sail a ship to shoreline and surely shift as I sit and surely sit as I shift. That's where a dunce can't cut blunt cans can't cut dunce. Then I see Ryan Castle below me. I love to watch Ryan Castle below me.
1.
I sail a ship to shoreline and surely shift as I sit and surely sit as I shift. That's where a dunce can't cut blunt cans can't cut dunce. Then I see Ryan Castle below me. That's why I love to watch Ryan Castle below me.
2.
I sail a ship to shoreline and surely shift as I sit and surely sit as I shift. That's where a dunce can't cut blunt cans can't cut dunce. That's where I see Ryan Castle below me. I love to watch Ryan Castle below me.
Another win in Ted versus the FCC. Let's do it again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win, and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
It was 2 a.m. last night. Actually, I was up to about 1 last night, coming up with stuff. Either way, we come in today and there's a listener submitted Ted versus the FCC.
Oh, damn.
Not only is this person a listener, maybe every once in a while, but they work here at 99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
What was it?
You know him
Fantastic.
as the Reverend Infuego.
All right.
From the BJ and Mig show. And this one comes from he and his wife. Were apparently up all night last night as well.
If I known they're working so hard, we could have done a 4-way get-together.
This is a good one, though. It's short and sweet and to the point, Ted. But I think it's going to be a tough one, but here you go. It says, Rev and I are submitting our 3rd in the Shark Anthology series.
Okay.
Shark Anthology series.
Shark stuff.
And this one goes something like this.
Yeah.
City sharks have ships. This city shark ship has a sit show. So the city sharks sit in the ship's sit show. The way we play Ted versus the FCC is you got to read that 1 time through, then 3 times fast.
Let's go.
You got it. I can feel it.
Stay close there, Mike.
I got you, man. I don't need it, Ted. I don't need it.
I like the confidence. Thanks, Coach. City sharks have ships. This city shark ship has a sit show. So the city sharks sit in the ship's sit show.
3 times fast.
City sharks have...
Oh, you got him, Rev. You got him, Rev. I'll be damned. Nice work, Michelle. There's a loss in Ted versus the FCC. Coming up, we'll drink it toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up in minutes, we'll drink and we'll toast with a shot of the day and the weekend. And we do have your headlines coming up at 5:50. But first, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, some Skippy peanut butter products are being recalled because they may contain some small steel fragments.
Just teeny tiny.
Right?
Just small.
Just a little bit. Yep,
Choosy moms choose Jeff.
I was always a Jif household.
We were always Jif.
Yeah.
Love Jif,
It's like Heinz.
And I have no idea why. Because Skippy's fine. I've had it as an adult.
is.
Yeah, no
but we
problem
were
with
just
Skippy.
a Jif house.
You know what
Peter Pan.
I don't like Peter Pan. That's the one peanut butter I don't like.
Bless you, sir. Peter Pan? I've never even heard of that one.
Peter Pan peanut butter? Maybe it's not around anymore. I'm not sure.
Huh. All right.
Donald Duck orange juice and Peter Pan peanut butter.
Is it peanut butter for those that never grow up?
Yes, that's what it is.
Actually, yeah.
You retain your youth.
All right. Speaking of peanuts, experts are testing fecal microbiota therapy to treat peanut allergies.
Is that the poop transfer thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I mean, if it works.
It's better than having your throat swell up and
That's true.
Right.
dealing with all that.
Fun times. A Supreme Court justice in Sweden got a fine for shoplifting a ham, meatballs, sausage, and cheese from a grocery store. She resigned while being investigated and says that she admits to the facts, but denies any intention to steal groceries. Let me go ahead and just say that one more time. She admits to the facts, but denies any intention to steal groceries.
Well, then if I go to court in Sweden, there you go.
Right. It just... Okay, so you're saying, yes, I did walk out of that store without paying for a ham, meatball, sausage, and cheese, but I didn't intend to steal it.
Correct.
Okay, well, we have charges for those things, right? I hit you with my car. Didn't mean to. Manslaughter.
Right.
It's not murder. Manslaughter. You feel better? Congratulations.
Right.
Come
Dummy.
on.
Goodness.
I do kind of respect what she stole, though.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Meatballs.
Down with that.
Yeah, sausage.
Good products, man. A man in the UK was sentenced to 150 hours of community service for his offensive tweet.
Offensive tweet? What did he tweet?
Basically, he was celebrating the death of somebody. He was, somebody died. He was happy about it, and then he just went off about it on Twitter. And they said, yeah, we're not okay with that. You're not going to get a whole lot of punishment, but 150 hours community service. So that's rude.
It happens in other areas. Like, I'm pretty sure in England and stuff, if you're super racial, like, they'll get, like, you'll get in trouble.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and you were talking about, like, over in Germany, like, they don't play with their history.
No.
No,
not at all.
They let us do that.
We have a zero tolerance policy here. A woman busted her boyfriend going to a strip club after he had promised not to by jumping on the stage herself. Power to you, man. I'm in for it.
I like the fact she made $100 in tips. Like, she's not a dancer, but made $100 in tips.
Right. Good on you. Way to go. A new study found that we spend $221 a year to make our homes smell good.
And $500 a year if you have a cat.
Is that candles, cleaning products,
all of them?
All the
Right.
above?
Mm-hmm.
For me,
I was going to say, I'm guilty.
half of that is just for the bathroom alone for me. We just need sprays.
You need a pack of matches.
Chemicals.
I'm telling you, one match, dude, it's unbelievable. One teeny tiny match can cover your biggest poop.
Man, I bought a candle not too long ago. I smelled it. It was probably $12 candle.
Okay.
This is going to be awesome. Go home and light it. After about a half hour, I realized, like, my eyes are burning in my living room. I don't know, whatever the hell
what scent did you get?
What was the scent, man?
I was going to say, I'm fired up. I got a new candle in my house.
Attaboy.
What season? Is it a spring fresh linen thing?
It's called Porch Swing.
Oh, look at you.
Smells just like a
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Little ocean spray in there, maybe a little bit of old wood as well.
Did I say it was a beach house?
No, but that's what I see when I see Porch Swing, Ted.
That's what you see. I'm
You're
picturing
from Enumclaw.
Ted's out in the country, man.
Yeah.
He's got acreage, not a lot of trees, but like the fields, a couple of trees there, you know what I mean?
Having a bourbon,
Ted is
coffee in the morning.
somehow already 80 years old, but he's sitting there with the woman he's been with for 75 of those 80 years. The grandkids are playing out front. The dog, no matter what, is loyal to Ted. That dog can leave for 3 days, but you know it's coming back.
See, I grew up in
He's
that.
got gray hairs, but I still love him.
I grew up in that. That's why I need to go to the ocean. Like,
okay.
Well, I'm making fun of you just because there's a lot of candles that are ocean spray scented.
Right.
And then there's like Miles and I always talk about like fresh linen's good, this and that. But
Would you buy Low Tide?
No.
You want that ocean experience?
I don't mind it.
Low Tide.
But I don't want my house to smell like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
well, then why would you? Would you buy it? We should get that and light it in here.
I think we should come up with our own candle brands, like Roadkill.
It makes me want to go get oysters.
You know? Oysters.
Right.
You like seafood? This candle reeks of seafood.
We should do what everybody else is doing. They make those candles that like smell like home cooked foods or something like that,
Sure.
and just start lighting them around in here. Like we're gonna make those temptation ones.
Yeah, I get in trouble at Christmas because people are like, "Where are the cookies?" I'm like, what the hell are you talking
Exactly.
about? It's like, oh no, it's a Christmas cookie candle.
Gotta get this office going. Like, why does it smell like a pasta house in here? Like, it's a candle.
We came up with our meatball scented candles.
All right,
It smells like a steakhouse.
What is this one? Meatball parm.
Ooh, meatball pie.
Oh, yeah,
Philly
baby.
cheesesteak. McDonald's fries.
Bacon in general.
Bacon in general, right?
Scrambled eggs.
Fresh bread. Is there a fresh bread
Oh
candle?
God, fresh bread.
Laundry detergent, right? These are the aisles people like going down, man.
Break the seal on a new can of coffee.
Oh yeah, first, yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, we can go deep with this one. A new study. A man never mind again. I'm just all over the doggone place with this one.
These things happen.
There's a new obsession on TikTok. Pizza eggs.
God damn, I saw that.
What's a pizza egg?
It's not new. You've probably done it.
I didn't actually dive into what
Take your egg, right? You're going to make scrambled eggs, fried eggs with it. Basically, it's an omelet where the ingredients of the omelet are the toppings from your leftover pizza.
Oh, it's like mozzarella and pepperoni?
Mozzarella, pepperoni, maybe you had sausage and green onions, right? So you take the toppings off of your leftovers, and the following morning you make scrambled eggs and throw them in. I'm like, yeah, they kind of call that an omelet.
See, I would rock that because I get the Supreme Pizza, so I just get a bomb omelet every morning.
Yeah. I mean, that's all it is, but I've done that.
Onions, green peppers, sausage, olives. Yeah, let's put it all on there.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would eat that omelet, but I'm not taking toppings off my leftover pizza.
No!
Right. That to me, that's the hang up. Like, wait a minute, I already have a slice of pizza. And I'm going to disassemble this pizza and throw it in with my eggs.
The only difference that you get is a little bit of the pizza cheese and sauce on there, which would be great in an omelet, I would think.
Absolutely.
I mean, it'd be nice.
Sure.
But I'm not ripping it off my pizza because now I just got like half marinated bread, which is still not bad, but I ordered a doggone pizza.
Hey, look, I'm not lying. Like, if I'm eating a leftover piece of pizza, there's that one pepperoni that's kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Like, it takes me about 20 solid seconds to be like, do I pick it off?
Mm-hmm.
No, do I want to eat it in this bite? I'm not going to pick off the toppings on my pizza.
That's like the pizza wishbone when you get that slice that's between that one, you know, where they clearly sliced a pepperoni in half,
yeah.
but it's not quite cut. So it's like, all right, do I keep this one, or is it going to slide?
You keep it.
If it's a side piece, you eat that thing.
No. I mean, this is a wishbone. I'm going to pick up the slice. Is it going to keep the pepperoni? Is it going to pull it off the other slice still in there in the box, or do I get it taken away from mine? You understand what I'm saying?
I do. And if it starts pulling away from your slice, and put it down and grab the other slice. You didn't take your finger off the chest piece, brother. Like, I want that pepperoni.
Man. I'll be dead honest with you, Mike. My fat ass just takes the slice and that piece. Pepperoni.
Sure.
My ass is playing checkers. You guys are playing chess. I should learn.
Remember, I'm using the horse.
Our friends over at BuzzFeed created a list of surprising celebrity bromances. So I'm going to see if there's any guesses here in the room before we run down the list.
Bromance is crazy slang for friends.
Right. Just really good friends.
Two guys like to hang out.
There you go.
I think bromance is a little more intense. Like, I have a lot of good friends, but there's only a couple I've ever had a bromance with.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say, who's it? Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill.
Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill. Okay.
Well, Jonah Hill's big buddies with Leo.
More with, who's the other guy?
Franco.
James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco, right.
That's not a bad one. Any other bromances before we run down the list here?
Ben Affleck and Damon.
Not bad at all. That's a good one. Ted, got any?
I'm trying to think of an odd one.
Right? Anybody on the top of your head?
I mean, Tupac and
Tony Danza. Right. I actually was thinking, yes.
That's not going to be on the list, but yeah.
No kidding.
Tony Danza would write him letters when he was in jail.
So this is BuzzFeed's surprising...
And not because he's lonely. I mean, he really was...
Surprising celebrity bromances. Number 10, John Stamos and Josh Peck. You might not know who Josh Peck is.
I know his name.
He was on a Nickelodeon show when I was a kid called Drake and Josh. He was a bigger kid that lost a lot of weight. I feel like he was in the remake of Red Dawn.
I know you're talking about.
Stamos also seems like he's very tight with all those guys in Full House.
Absolutely. It says that they met during doing the show Grandfathered. John said that Josh helped him on his road to recovery and sobriety. So there you go.
No, well, yeah, that'll do it.
Number 9, Matthew McConaughey. Know his bromance.
Willie Nelson.
Oh, no, yeah. Sorry. Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
The same person, man.
They all smoke a lot of weed.
They do.
Hey.
They've been friends since the 90s. Matthew has gone on record saying Woody is one of his closest friends. Number 8 of the surprising celebrity bromances, Eminem. Who is his surprising bromance guy?
I mean, I know him and Dr. Dre are close.
Nope, this one's going to be completely on the other side of the spectrum here. Elton John.
Oh, yeah, because he caught a lot of flack for using the other F word, and then they performed together, and we're like, oh, yeah, we're buddies now.
Right. And that's, it says that they performed together at the 2001 Grammys, then later Elton became Eminem's sponsor when he got sober.
Huh. Oh, didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine your sponsor rolls in, here comes my sponsor. Is that Elton goddamn John?
Sir Elton John.
Sir Elton John.
Sir. This one to me
Icon.
is
somebody
not
here.
surprising.
Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Yes, sir. This one's not surprising to me. Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele.
Well, yeah.
Surprising. They had a show together.
Right. Now, it does say that they met before doing Mad TV together.
Yeah.
All right.
And then later created their own series.
Okay,
Key
so
and Peele.
their series is a result of the bromance.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah, because to Ted's point, I'm like, you mean from the Key and Peele show?
right.
Okay.
I never actually seen them before Key and Peele, so that's why it's just,
Right.
yeah, of course they're buddies, man. They're having fun up on stage together. Number 6, Paul Wesley and Ian Somerhalder.
Who's Paul Wesley?
I don't know either of those two. But it does say that they were co-stars on The Vampire Diaries and now have their own bourbon company together.
Dang.
Probably the most popular actors from North and South Dakota.
I know some of these lists, just the word they use is suspect.
What's that now?
Remember, like, the most famous actor from a state? We're like, is that the most famous, right? This one, like, surprisingly, really good friends or bromances. Like, no.
Two more suggestions from the text line to say Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. That used to be true. That's kind of done.
over.
That's right. It
done.
fell apart.
All because of that Lakers movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it wasn't so much John C. Reilly, it was the director of the movies that they were doing together.
That's correct.
He says, I want to do this movie with John C. Reilly, and then never called Will Ferrell. He was like, I thought we had a thing going here. But
Will Ferrell's going to play the coach of the Lakers. That's the role he wanted. The director said, yeah, of course, it's yours. They did it. The director did not reach out to Will. He reached out to him and said, I'm giving it to John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly tried to reach out to Will, and they haven't spoken in a couple of years now.
Is he playing the coach or the owner?
Owner. Sorry, the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, and someone else said Kim Jong and Dennis Rodman.
That's a good call.
That's not a
Down
bad
in
call.
AR tight.
Yes, sir. Some surprising celebrity bromances as per BuzzFeed. Number 5, Pete Davidson and Machine Gun Kelly.
That makes sense, though.
The Dirt movie?
Correct. They
Is that
became
what
friends after being in the Motley Crue movie The Dirt. Machine Gun Kelly playing Tommy Lee, and Pete Davidson played basically the first guy that gave him a record deal.
But they seem like they would be friends. You know what I mean?
It's nice if a guy as Pete Davidson is. That tells me that Machine Gun Kelly is probably a pretty good guy.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a fan of his music.
Nope.
He seems to come...
But he seems like a decent human being.
Correct.
Right.
They have stuff on Instagram where it's the two of them playing around in underwear. Sorry,
Okay,
just
yeah.
not surprising.
Ooh, here's a good one. And the
Well,
right.
people have to know, Ted. That's how we get the list, is that we find out about the bromance.
The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Yes.
That's a good one.
A strong
That has been a fun one. I forget what movie that they worked on together first. Like, I know that they were in the Jumanji movie together.
Sure.
But then there was some other movie that they did where they were just burning each other on
Also,
Instagram
Ryan
back
Reynolds
and
and
But
Hugh Jackman.
they just
Yes.
bring it out of nowhere. I was watching, was it like Hobbs versus Shaw? Whatever.
Yes.
It's one of some mindless action.
Yep.
And Kevin Hart's in the movie briefly, but the little scene they had with him cracked me up. So he's not like in the movie, but The Rock and Jason Statham are on an airplane. And they're having a conversation about whatever the hell it is they got to do. Then the guy in the seat in front of him turns around. It's Kevin Hart. Like, I'm to help you guys. I'm going to do my thing. It's funny as hell. I'm like, I'm glad he's there.
I also saw Kevin Hart and The Rock were in a movie called Central Intelligence together.
Yes.
Hilarious movie.
Is it good?
That is a pretty funny movie.
It was a damn fine movie.
Yeah.
Some surprising celebrity bromances. Number 4, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire.
They used to run when they were younger, didn't they?
Correct. Says they've been friends since the 90s. They even had a friend group, which I can't say on these airwaves. But it's what's the word? It's
Yes, it's exactly what you think they're chasing.
the last word is posse, and the first word begins with the same letter. So there you go.
I thought maybe it was going to be the Slayers.
No, that's just Leo's group.
No, man, they're the posse. There we go. Number 3, Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper.
Well, no. Okay.
I wonder what they haven't got.
No kidding, they were actually set up on a blind date back in the 90s.
I can see why it did not work out.
It didn't work out romantically because Andy brought up Anderson's mom, Gloria Vanderbilt.
Well, yeah, I don't want to talk about my mom on a date.
No, I'm good, man.
Like, sorry, man.
We're all good. Number 2, Sir Ian McKellen and Sir Patrick Stewart.
That's a good call.
Yeah,
That
two of
makes
them.
some funny stuff.
They've been tight for a while. They're in the media all the time. They played enemies in the X-Men movies. Ian actually was ordained as a minister so that he can marry Patrick and his current wife.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
They seem like one of the sweetest bromances that you'll find out there, man.
They're old men. They've seen it all.
Right.
And they just get along. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But who is the number 1? This is the most surprising of celebrity bromances as per our friends at BuzzFeed. Lenny Kravitz and Jason Momoa.
They are.
Given the circumstance of how they met.
That's exactly what they say. They're now both exes of Lisa Bonet.
But they got along, like, as soon as they met, apparently. It's like, my man.
Isn't Momoa dating Lenny Kravitz's daughter now?
No, they were with Lisa Bonet, the mom. Zoe
Right.
is Lisa's daughter. He was never with Zoe Kravitz. He was with
her mom.
Yeah, with Lisa Bonet. And then because they have a daughter, he meets Lenny, and the two of them, because everyone's like, it's going to be awkward. Apparently it was not.
Because he was a step-parent to their child. So,
but they got along famously.
But it was copacetic. They were like,
yeah, whatever, man.
The only thing you care about is a kid.
Every chick wants to have sex
with somebody.
How many chicks want to have sex with you? How many chicks want to have sex with you?
They're also Eskimo brothers.
A man in the UK didn't take kindly to being dumped on his Tinder date.
Why is that?
I'll tell you what he did 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way at 5:50, but if we made it to drinking time.